FBI Director Wray, on October 6, 2018, the families and close-knit community of Schoharie County in rural upstate New York experienced the deadliest transportation disaster in the U.S. in almost a decade when an illegal extended limo that shouldn't have even been on the road crashed and instantaneously killed 20 people. Are you aware of this? I know you have deep ties to upstate New York.
I'm very generally aware of it, partly because of my ties to upstate New York.
I'm asking about this at today's Worldwide Threats briefing because the owner of the limo company, Shahed Hussein, was a longtime informant of the FBI for prominent anti-terrorism cases in the War on Terror, who testified publicly in numerous high-profile federal cases. And it is our job in Congress to conduct proper oversight of the FBI's activities, including the proper and improper use and handling of informants when it comes to addressing worldwide threats. This FBI informant had multiple run-ins with the law and various state and federal agencies that miraculously were brushed away again and again and again. He lied on tax returns and immigration papers, he misled FBI handlers, committed bankruptcy fraud, his hotel that he owned racked up code violations and tens of thousands in unpaid property taxes with no consequences. And most tragically, this deadly limo company falsified reports, lied about the alteration of an illegal vehicle, and the out-of-service rate for this vehicle was 80%, unimaginable. I believe that this deadly limo tragedy, the biggest transportation tragedy in this country, could have been avoided had we addressed the illegal acts of this FBI informant. And the FBI owes families answers. There's been extensive reporting on this issue. So my questions for you are, once a relationship is established with an informant, does the FBI allow an informant to engage in criminal behavior that is not related to the case, in this case, the anti-terrorism cases or investigations that they are informing on? Yes or no?
There are very specific and somewhat detailed and lengthy policies and guidelines that govern how we use our
correct, the confidential informant unit?
Yes,
so
I think the answer to that question basically requires going into some depth about those policies and guidelines. And in addition, over the last couple of years, we've made very significant changes, separate and apart from anything to do with this matter, involving our confidential human source program, and we'd be happy to have somebody brief you on some of those changes because they're quite significant. As to the particular matter, as I said, I'm generally aware of it, but I'm quite confident I don't know all the details, and anytime we start getting into questions of who is or isn't a source and what they were or were not doing, I have to really tread carefully. So I think what I would suggest is let me have my staff follow up with you and see if there's more.
I would expect you to follow up with me directly. We're talking about 20 innocent lives. And to give you a sense of the impact this has had on the families, one father who lost his 2 sons was so destroyed by the crash that he suffered a series of strokes and now can no longer remember having children. One mother lost her son and her daughter-in-law and is now, as a grandmother, the guardian of kids age 4 and 5, who when they pass their parents' house and they see a car there, they think their parents miraculously are at home. The first responders stated the carnage was so extreme that veteran paramedics attending the crash site, who I've met with, developed disabling mental health issues. So I expect a response from you directly. But just to follow up some of the questions that are important for the people of this community to learn, in this case of Shahed Hussein, this is the informant, was the FBI aware that his company, Prestige Limo, repeatedly violated New York State transportation laws while he was an informant? Because I know that you're required to do that as part of the confidential informant unit.
So what I would say is my heart aches for those families, and I feel horrible about what's happened to them. I would say as to the specifics of this particular individual, partly because I don't know all the details, and partly because I have to tread very carefully whenever we start talking about somebody as a source or not a source, and when they were a source, and what they were doing as a source, and that kind of thing. I really need to make sure that any information we provide with you is consistent with policy, but also is accurate.
Great. I have a litany of questions. I am requesting your commitment today to turn over all the FBI's documents, including the source file related to Mr. Hussein, his family, his companies, and any involvement in the investigation. And as Congress, while I am requesting you to work with us, I will not hesitate to compel this, particularly next year, to issue a congressional subpoena with support from my colleagues, because these families deserve answers. And they've been yearning for answers, and it's been brushed under the rug. Yield back.
Mr. Castro.
Thank you, Chair.